Every dream has a price. Every future has a cost. And the truth is, most people never pay it. They want the reward. They want the recognition. They want the results. But they are not willing to endure the process that creates them. Becoming something more than you are today is not free. It demands sacrifice. It demands discomfort. It demands that you let go of who you've been. And that is where most people hesitate. Because becoming requires loss. You lose old habits. You lose comfort. You lose the version of yourself that felt safe but stayed small. And the question life keeps asking you is simple. Are you willing to pay the price of becoming? You don't wake up one day confident. You don't suddenly become disciplined. You don't magically turn into the person you admire. You earn it through repetition, through struggle, through days that test your patience and nights that challenge your belief. Everyone talks about success. Very few talk about what it takes to become successful. It takes choosing effort when you're tired. It takes choosing discipline when motivation disappears. It takes choosing growth when comfort is begging you to stay the same. And comfort is persuasive. Comfort tells you you've done enough. You can slow down. You deserve a break. But comfort never asks who you could become. Comfort never asks what you're capable of. Comfort only asks you to stay, and staying is expensive. Staying costs you potential. Staying costs you pride. Staying costs you the future version of yourself. The hardest part of growth isn't the work, it's the identity shift. It's realizing that the old ways won't take you where you want to go, that the routines you're used to are holding you back, that some behaviors must end if something better is going to begin. This is where resistance shows up. You'll feel it in your body, in your thoughts, in the excuses that suddenly sound reasonable. That resistance is not a sign you're doing something wrong. It's proof you're stepping beyond what's familiar. Growth feels uncomfortable because you're stretching beyond your current limits. And limits don't disappear politely. They fight back. You will question yourself. You will doubt your progress. You will wonder if the effort is worth it. That doubt doesn't mean stop. It means you're in the middle. The middle is the most dangerous place to be. At the beginning, excitement carries you. At the end, results motivate you. But in the middle, you're alone with your discipline. No applause, no confirmation, just effort and faith. This is where most people quit. Not because they can't continue, but because they underestimate the price of becoming. They didn't realize that growth requires patience, that results are delayed, that progress is often invisible before it's undeniable. You don't build strength in moments of ease. You build it under tension. You don't develop confidence when things go perfectly. You develop it when things go wrong and you keep going anyway. Confidence is not believing you'll never fail. It's knowing you won't quit when you do. That knowledge is earned. Earned by keeping promises to yourself. Earned by showing up when it's inconvenient. Earned by choosing standards over shortcuts. Standards protect your future. When you lower them, you lower yourself. When you raise them, life responds. Raising your standards means saying no more often. No to distractions, no to excuses, no to habits that feel good now but cost you later. It means choosing long-term respect over short-term relief. And that choice is lonely. Not everyone will understand why you're changing. Not everyone will support your discipline. Some will question you, some will mock you, some will hope you fail, because your success reminds them of what they avoided. That's part of the price. Becoming requires distance, from people who don't share your values, from environments that weaken your focus, from patterns that keep you average. This doesn't make you better than anyone else. It makes you responsible for yourself. And responsibility is heavy. It means you stop blaming circumstances. You stop pointing fingers. You stop waiting for permission. You accept that your life is shaped by your choices, especially the small ones. The choices no one sees. The decisions no one applauds, those are the ones that matter most. Every day you are voting for the person you're becoming. With what you do, with what you tolerate, with what you repeat. One vote won't decide everything, but thousands of them will. That's how identity is formed, not in dramatic moments, but in quiet consistency. You don't become disciplined by feeling disciplined. You become disciplined by acting disciplined until it becomes who you are. You don't become strong by waiting to feel strong. You become strong by carrying weight you once thought was impossible. And at some point, something shifts. What once felt hard becomes normal. What once felt impossible becomes expected. What once required effort becomes instinct. That's when you realize the price you paid didn't break you, it built you. But don't confuse progress with arrival. Becoming is ongoing. There is always another level, another lesson, another version of you waiting to be unlocked. And each level demands a new price, more patience, more discipline, more humility. You don't get to keep everything as you grow. Some beliefs must be replaced. Some comforts must be sacrificed. Some fears must be faced. That's the exchange. You trade comfort for capability. You trade excuses for ownership. You trade who you were for who you're becoming. And one day, you'll look back and barely recognize the person you used to be. Not because you became someone else, but because you finally became yourself. The version that doesn't panic under pressure. The version that doesn't fold under challenge. The version that doesn't need validation to keep going. That version was built slowly, quietly, deliberately. Built through choices that didn't feel heroic at the time. Built through consistency when quitting was tempting. Built through patience when results were delayed. So if right now it feels hard, good. If it feels uncomfortable, good. If it feels like you're being stretched, good. That's the price being paid, and it's worth it. Because comfort creates regret, but becoming creates pride. One day, you'll stand in a life you earned, a mindset you forged, a strength you paid for, and you'll know nothing was wasted. Nothing was random. Nothing was too much. It was the cost of becoming, and you paid it.